Okay, so just a heads up, this was going to begin with a whole thing about the cast list, but as it turns out, these films actually have a good cast list. For example, to pick 3, The Search for Santa Paws had Michelle Kreber, yes, someone that was in the 4400, and Caitlin Mayer is apparently doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas film for 2018 with Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes, so all the things I could actually say about the cast list would probably be an hour long. So instead, just going to do a little rounding up of the first film, as in The Search for Santa Paws. Okay. By Jove, this was quite possibly the most marvelous movie of the decade. So, the film begins with Santa Claus and his massive glowing blue icicle. So, some shit's going down in New York, so Santa Claus has to go and help. But he ends up getting a concussion and losing his massive glowing blue icicle. I think George has some pills to help you with that. But anyway, it turns out it's a hard knock life for some girls in an orphanage because the orphanage owner is a complete asshole. So, magic, they end up helping Santa Claus get his icicle back. But to save the dog that has apparently turned into a plushie, because apparently Santa Claus used his icicle to bring the plushie to life. Okay, but apparently the plushie needs a much bigger icicle to bring him back to life. So they bring the plushie back to the North Pole, bring him to life, and the main girl from the orphanage gets adopted. Okay, so review time. What film are we reviewing again?
Well, Sam, funny you should ask that.
Okay, George, just do your thing and get over it already. George, we're both still here, so who the hell did you send?
Oh, George, you son of a bitch.
Okay, anyway, so, how does the film begin?
The lazy days of summer are a time of playful relaxation.
Narration. So the film begins with Santa Paws saying his kids are being born. Nice work on making this dog look happy, by the way. Couldn't we have a stick in front of him? So this scene raises some questions. One, wasn't Santa Paws originally a plushie? So was the plushie made to be exactly like a dog, or did Santa Claus wish really hard? And 2, where the hell did they get the other dog? They're gonna start singing, aren't they?
Bless our hearts.
Skip it.
Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. We're just supersonic racing, running to the point of
So the film skips 4 months later, and what? Okay, get the firing squad ready. Puppies in a movie that actually age. Thank Christ, finally found one instead of kids' movies with puppies that seem to have Simpsons children disease. See, Alpha and Omega creators, this is how it's supposed to be done. Why am I praising this film? So the pups are the ironically named Noble, Hope, Charity and Jingle. 3 of those sound like stripper names, and one, well, Noble will be fine, he just end up with a team of 6.
That leads us to our most important lesson of all, about our very precious magic crystals.
Magic crystals, important to the plot because of the reason.
We're here to show the pups where the energy in the great Christmas icicle and our magic crystals comes from.
Oh, it's time to learn about the spirit map, is it? Well,
Hey, we've got this big ass map. What do we call it? I know, let's name it after what sounds like a shitty self-help book. So it turns out one of the people who work for them in Pineville is dead, so apparently Mrs. Claus needs to go there to find a new ambassador. Apparently they need ambassadors.
Pineville, USA, here we come.
Let's go celebrate Christmas.
Seriously, another song? This would be like us in the middle of the sentence, cutting back to not Sam.
Oh hey, some nice, friendly aliens are coming to see me.
Randomly and for no reason. The hell just happened? But anyway...
Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. We're just supersonic racing, running to the point of no return. Everybody supersonic racing. Come on, let the fire burn.
Well, that was long and pointless. So the pups decide that the best thing for them to do is steal someone else's crystal and sneak into the sleigh when Mrs. Claus is going to Pineville. Yes.
And please say hello to our mommy for us. Please tell her we miss her very much and are thinking of her always and always.
Amen.
Did mother, because Disney apparently hates families with 2 parents. Seriously, did a 2-parent family kill their dog and steal their car? Also, Mrs. Claus will nowhere notice the pups in the sleigh the entire way to Pineville. Seriously, what the hell is going on? Did you just take LSD before flying?
Then bring her in. All right, take it easy. Come on in. Nice and slow.
Now, you fellas make yourselves comfortable. I'm not exactly sure how long I'll be.
Don't worry about us.
So I bet you're really wondering what kind of shenanigans the pups get into with that stolen crystal.
I wish that girl could skate really good.
So I wish to turn this kid into an Olympic figure skater, and I don't massively screw it up because they know jack shit about using magic crystals. Couldn't even do that, could you maybe? Meanwhile, with Mrs. Claus...
My blue Christmas always leaves me feeling so sad and blue.
Isn't her singing magical?
Oh, it most certainly is. That's it. It's her. She must be the reason why I'm here.
And so while Mrs. Claus is busy playing Mary Poppins, the pups decide to grant 2 more wishes. Yes, they're both slightly different.
I wish that girl had her 2 front teeth.
Whoa! What? Your teeth. They just grew in.
And how does wish number 2 go?
I wish all this Christmas spirit would just go away.
Wait, stop, Noble. Don't grant that wish.
So the pups massively screw everything up for everyone because of one little shit wanting everyone else to be miserable along with him. We sure these pups aren't the main villains, and that one wish does screw everything up because apparently without Christmas spirit, everyone in this town is an evil prick. Don't think you know how Christmas works there, maybe. So, what happens next? Well, the kid's friend turns into a complete douchebag. A dog lover becomes a dog catcher. Seriously? The kid meets Mrs. Claus and turns out he's patient 0 for the anti-Christmas disease. Apparently that has to be a thing in this film. The pups are captured by the dog catcher and they convince his dog to release them. Et tu, Brute? No, seriously, the dog's name is Brutus. But while that's happening, time for a song with Mrs. Claus and the girl.
Like what?
Like instead of soup, give him a hug.
Bet you thought I was kidding about that Mary Poppins thing.
I wish we had decorated the tree.
Well, close your eyes and make a Christmas wish.
I wish the tree was decorated.
Huh. How well does that whole wish thing work? I wish I had a better movie. Fuck off. Okay, now you're taking the piss. Okay, someone get me some pliers. That's right. Okay, so what happens next?
I know, but she's 7. And between you and me, don't you think she's a little old for all this Santa stuff?
I'm foreclosing the building.
Are you okay? Why didn't you sell it? Why don't you watch where you're walking next time and maybe you might not fall?
Now I know what you're thinking. Of course this film should include a dog prison break, a guy finding reindeer on a sleigh and immediately calling the police. Pineville Police Station, how may I help you? Yeah, a reindeer on a sleigh in my barn? Okay, that's either a euphemism or you're drunk. So, don't call this number again, this is not a sex hotline. And Mrs. Claus in jail. And me saying that sentence.
Oh, dear. Thank you, ladies. Oh, dear, whatever could you 3 have done to end up in here?
It happened all so fast.
I don't know what to say.
Now, I just want to point out these characters because it's Jennifer Cox, Audrey Lewinsky, and Ali Hillis. Yes, that Ali Hillis. Seriously, what the hell is she doing in this film? And the one joke in this film that actually works. But anyway, the pups have the crystal back in the eye because you really want them walking around with a magical nuke.
Ice cream! What's an ice cream truck doing here in the middle of December? And at 8 o'clock in the morning?
We're getting an ice cream van. Don't make the joke, don't make the joke, don't make the joke. So the kids help him find Mrs. Claus and they try to pay her bill, but instead they just handcuff the guard to his desk and then this happens.
Eli, you think this is gonna work?
Of course. I saw it on a TV Western. Fellow was a cowboy who talked like this and had a horse.
Huh. Who knew the building was built in Besiege? And so there are only 4 things left in this film that are actually important because this film pads this shit out. Cowboy Rams, the barn holding the reindeers, somehow missing all the reindeers, despite the fact he can't see what the reindeers are. Apparently this kid singing will stop everyone being an evil prick.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Oh, she's so cute.
Who the hell let you out of your cage?
No.
Okay, fine, then maybe a girl will help you clean up the torture room after you are in it. You just can't get good slave guards nowadays.
We're safe. We're really sorry, Mrs. Claus. We thought we could prove to you that we were ready for crystals of our own. But instead we caused Christmas spirit to go away in Pineville.
So because the pups were the one that massively screwed up with the wish, they're the ones that have to actually undo it. And so because they helped fix the whole issue the pups created, the kids are apparently the ambassadors for Pineville. When they'd be pining for anything.
Okay, so either those aliens weren't friendly, or that was the leader's kid that I hit on. Well, hopefully this regeneration will be good. I wanna go.
Well, those are new. Like, why the hell did I leave the TARDIS? And so, Sam, that is why I look a little bit different. Okay, now Sam, there are a few issues with what you just said. 1, why would George send you anywhere? 2, why the hell would I review the Santa Paws 2? Because from what I've seen, that it looks like they should just remove the pups and the Santa part and just have it as those kids dealing with the death of their mom. That'd be a much more interesting story. 3, so that is why you look a little bit different, huh? That's the reason. So this letter you sent me about transgender male to female surgery has nothing to do with it. So you got the letter and the email. You only needed to send one of those. So about that time off, get back to work. There have been barely any games or videos since you left. Oh, and find me some actual movies to review this time. Preferably ones that don't have half-assed animations of dogs talking.